Alright guys, time for another breakdown. So this one's going to be a bit unique because I'm going to show a couple of ways that SNK could have done this trailer better, but first let's talk about the one and only change to whip in 15, at least from what we can see in this trailer. So her forward A command normal is a series of 5 hits. You gotta keep inputting the command to get all 5 hits, or you can stop short. So the change they made is that the first hit is now special cancelable. In 14, you can only special cancel off of the 5th hit. So I'm generally in favor of all the changes they've made to the cast so far, but this is one where I'm at a complete loss as to why they would make this change. So with Rio and Clark making their command almost special cancelable makes sense because you're giving them something that they didn't have before, which is an additional hit confirm. But with Whip, you're not giving anything new to her. She already has that, except you just gotta do all 5 hits instead. Now, you might be thinking maybe there's a reason to do 1 hit of the command normal instead of 5, and the answer to that is no, there really isn't. In fact, there's a bunch of reasons why you have to do all 5. So first of all 5 hits of the command normal are punishable on block. Even if you do just the first one, it's punishable. Secondly, all 5 hits are a true block string, so you can't delay the timing on any of them. So if you're fighting against Whip and you block even just the first hit, all you have to do is just keep mashing forward until you get the run so you can punish her. You don't have to worry about getting hit in between the strings because there's no gap. Your character is just going to continue blocking until it stops. So there's no tricks, there's no gimmicks to this command normal. It's a very commitment heavy move. Now, as the whip player, you can special cancel into a couple of things to get you out of this predicament, but the point is there's no incentive whatsoever to just use 1 hit versus all 5 hits. It doesn't benefit damage proration, you get less damage in a combo, and again, I just don't see what the point of this change was. What they should have done was made back A special cancelable instead. It's way better than forward A because, first of all, it's not punishable on block, it can combo from lights, and because it's a back motion, Whip can easily go into her half circle forward special, which is her B&B special, so it would have made for the perfect hit confirm. And then finally, it does more damage than the first hit of forward A, so it's better to use in combos and helps with damage proration. So yeah, that's the only change they've made to Whip, at least from what we can see in this trailer. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of change anyways, but they could have done a way better job demonstrating her moveset, so why don't we go ahead and show SNK how it should have been done. So first of all, this clip of using Boomerang Shot as an anti-air just doesn't make any sense. Nobody uses this move as an anti-air because you don't get the entire hit animation, and it's super punishable because of its whiff animation, and yet here they are showing it as an anti-air even though you can clearly see it's not a good anti-air. So why did they even include this clip? If you're going to anti-air with Whip, you should always use Crouching D, which they do show in the trailer, but they could have demonstrated the follow-ups that you can get off of it. So for example, if you can cancel her half circle back in time, you can get a sweep off of it. Or if you just do half circle back A instead for the full conversion, it lands way more consistently than Boomerang Shot, and it looks cool. So rather than showing specials and supers separately, they should just combine them by super canceling the specials. So for example, they could show off this move right here and then super cancel it to demonstrate that this is what you could get off of this special. And in terms of presentation, it's just more appealing and gives a better wow factor because fans are going to see this classic move and then they're going to see, oh shit, you can combo off of this. So in the trailer they showed off EX air jump as a cross-up. What they should have done was perform EX air jump off of jumping A to really demonstrate how you would initiate this mix-up and then show how ambiguous this move can really be. But if you watch the trailer and you don't play Whip, you're just going to think that this is a cross-up. But you can actually control where you land so you don't always have to cross up with it. And instead of doing the auto combo like in the trailer, they should have done an actual combo like 5B, 5B into 2B. And I'm also disappointed that they didn't show the OTG property of 2A. It's a classic thing that Whip's always had, and it would have looked really cool in the trailer. So yeah, I can keep going on and on about how the trailer could have been better, but you get the idea, so let's go ahead and move on to roster implications. So now that most of the characters are revealed, we can use Whip's inclusion to kind of make some good guesses on what the rest of the roster is going to look like. So as of today, this is where we stand with the roster. We only have 3 incomplete teams left. So with Kukri announced, I think it's a safe and obvious bet that Elizabeth is going to return to fill out that spot. Now for Whip, there's only 3 logical placements for her. So she was originally part of Ikari Warriors, but they've already got a full team. She could join with Hydern, but he's already got a full team too. So really the only place left for her is Team K-Dash, which makes sense because that is the original Team K-Dash, which is K-Dash, Whip, and Maxima. So no matter what, Kula or Maxima will be pushed out of this team. If they keep Maxima, then Kula has to be on the final team with maybe Angel and Sylvie to form Team Nescos, because there's just no way that Kula is not going to be in a KOF game. She's just way too popular. And plus, I think it would be pretty disappointing to bring back Ramon and King of Dinosaurs, but you don't bring back Angel. So to me, this is like the most likely scenario. Now, if they don't keep Maxima and instead they put Kula in Team K-Dash, then the last team's really going to be up for grabs. It's really going to be, the Shatter Expectations team, which I can also see because it's one of the last teams. So maybe that's where they're saving the biggest surprises. So are we going to see maybe Angel with two other characters? Are they going to bring back Geese's team, which, he's also popular? Or maybe even the return of Rugo with Vice and Mature? That would really be crazy. And I think that works because Rugo and Hydern have beef with each other, so it would explain why Hydern is returning to the front lines. Anyways, that's it for this breakdown. I'm going to be streaming the online beta next week on Friday when it goes live. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday, but if I don't, I'll record at the very least I'll record footage and upload afterwards. So the schedule for when I live stream on Friday is that I'm gonna go into training mode to pick up Yashua, Shermie, and Chizuru, and then after that, after I get comfortable with them in training mode, I'm gonna jump into online and then do some matches. And after I'm satisfied with the matches, I'm gonna do a deep dive into training mode with all 8 characters of the beta, and the goal is to record enough footage to do maybe like a character breakdown for all the characters in the demo. And after that, I'll do online matches and go random with character select, so it'll make things interesting. So yeah, look forward to that and hope to see you guys live next week.